live. How are we, lads?
ProEnzo, Vidz, DJ MOXLEY. Alright, we're just walking in now for the Dragons and the Bulldogs come back. The atmosphere! The crowd is electric!
Live. Bear with me. There we go. Microphone's working now. Ladies and what the fuck? There we go. We're good. There we go.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Nick from Australia. Welcome to episode 96 of the Rugby League Breakdown podcast for your Wednesday night, July 26th. 2023, and tonight's going to be a big show as always. We have an announcement to make, which we'll get to very soon. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and thank you very much for tuning in once again. And as always, we are joined by ProEnzo Vidz and CJ MOXLEY. Lorenzo, how are you, bro?
Yeah, bro, I'm all right. Huge week ahead, obviously, because this week is going to be a big game between Manly and Dragons, and I'll be at that game for Chez's 300th game, so looking forward to that. But it'll be a big podcast tonight. Obviously, a few things get through, and we'll get addressed soon. Yeah,
CJ, my friend, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. Just hoping Souths get back on track this week, mate. That's all I'm hoping for. But yeah, I'm doing well, mate. Just doing my thing as usual.
Well, mate, it's good to have you boys on the show as always. I am doing well. I hope everyone in the live chat is doing well. Let's see who we got in the live chat. We have got Liam Porter. We have got Jason Reader, SS Storm fan, Viking King. Warriors in our Good
evening.
Zantpai, Bandits, Hosea. He says, evening from New Zealand. Shout out to all the beautiful people in New Zealand. They are very good supporters of the channel. I love all the people that support me all the way from New Zealand and around the world for that matter, different countries. Hello to William Pearson as well. Okay. We're going to get into it. Hello, Liam Pritchard as well. Okay.
Indeed.
Mute. Oh, mute.
You've gone on mute, mate.
Oh, come on.
This fucking microphone is cutting itself out. Not even touching it. I think I'm more to the cord.
Get a new one.
I might need to go buy a brand new microphone.
Yeah.
Hello to Luke Melbourne Storm fan as well. We have an announcement that we need to get off our chest. It's a very sad and emotional announcement, but I'm going to put it up on the screen any moment now. Ladies and gentlemen, some big news. This is the final podcast with CJ MOXLEY as the co-host.
Damn it.
Wow,
CJ, if you want to explain more, if you want to explain more, the floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to get into the personal details of it. Really, just life gets in the way, and I'm just going in a new direction in life where I can't really. Basically, doing a podcast on a regular basis, it's the time and the day just doesn't fit every week. So every couple of weeks, basically, I just can't commit to a weekly basis on the podcast anymore due to other priorities and commitments. So that's just the reason behind it. I've loved being on the show, and thank you boys for giving me this opportunity. And the show will be great after I'm long gone. And I'm looking forward to just getting through this one and just show number one podcast on YouTube. Always was, always will be.
Yeah. No, look, obviously we understand your personal life and things
I'll be
do get in the
watching.
way, and sometimes
still
you just
watching.
can't help it. But we thank you for your service.
But I'll
Absolutely.
I'll make an appearance sooner than later, guys. Don't worry. I'll be watching as a viewer, but yeah, schedules get in the way, and it's something I just unfortunately I can't help.
Yeah. No. Well, you're a big loss to the show. Me and Lorenzo will have to talk privately in the green room about a new co-host. It's going to be tough. We've
Yeah,
had some
We'll do.
tough. We have let go of some big names over the years in the podcast. You know, we've gone from, we had Warriors and NFL Fanatics for a while there, and obviously he went a different direction, and we had All Out Champa.
yeah.
We had
just
that other
feels like-
Cowboys supporter who's a complete loser, but we won't get into that. As a co-host for a while, he turned out to be a drone anyway. But
yeah,
look, CJ, mate, you're a massive loss.
Oh, look, it's just things that happen. Look, I'm sure the next co-host who comes in to replace me will do a great job, and I'll still be around the YouTube community, just a little bit more low key. But yeah, this podcast, mate, it's the best thing to be on every week.
Yeah, well, mate, all the best, and thank you very much for your service. But mate,
Thank you.
we've still got one more show to get into, so
Let's rip in.
let's rip into the podcast. And everyone in the live chat's been very respectful towards you as well, CJ.
I
which is
appreciate
good to
it.
see.
I really do.
Let's end on a high note.
Yeah.
And I'm just reading the live chat. Luke, sorry, the answer will be no. All right, let's get into the show. Topic number 5. Bulldogs, mate. They are buying every single player that you can name.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. The rumors today that they looking at buying Jamin Salmon, Blake Taft, Connor Watson,
Takiaho.
Siwa Takiaho.
Yeah.
The list goes on and on. Lorenzo, are the Bulldogs trying to buy success instead of developing their own kids, or do you think this is what the Bulldogs need to do?
Well, what's funny is that the other day, Gus Gould was like, "Oh, there's no short-term fixes. You know, we're going to try and develop all the young guns long-term, and that's our plan to be successful again." But it looks like they're just recruiting. Like they're just signing players out of nowhere, and it seems like they just want to have a short-term fix and want to actually get quick things going. Which I don't blame them, because obviously they want to have instant success, and it's been a while since they've tasted the finals in top 8. But I don't think buying is going to do them any favors. Like, it takes time to rebuild a club, and obviously 2022 was a rebuild year, didn't work. 2023 was another rebuild year, didn't work. It's not working so far. And 2024 looks like another rebuild of all the players that they're about to sign. So they should just stick with the side of mainly goal and just try and persist with that. I feel like make some changes here and there, but I think they're just trying to do a bit too much at the moment. So it's all about just buying for them, I'd say.
Okay, all right. What about you, CJ? Do you think they're buying success, or do you think they're rebuilding with their juniors? What's your take on the Dogs?
Well, they're definitely not rebuilding their juniors. They've just let Jake Cavarilla go. It looks like Khaled Rajab will also head out the door. 2 of their juniors, and they've brought in Stephen Crichton for next year, Bronson Sherry, and looks like Takiaho and Connor Watson. It's not good, man. I think there's far more problems at the Bulldogs than the players. That's not the issue. And one thing I also want to point out is Gus saying they want to build a vignette. They've told their captain Raymond Vitala Mariner he can just go without any sort of heads up. They're trying to buy their way out to success. They've been waiting 7 years for any sort of success, and they've just I think they're just getting desperate to the point now where they'll just buy anyone. And I don't think that's the answer. I think they've got to keep the crop of kids they have, build from within, get that sort of, kids who were brought up with that dogs of war attitude. And yeah, it's not going to work out. And I'm not going to be surprised if they flop next year because, I don't like it. I think they're trying to buy their way to it.
Yeah, look, I can see both ways of this. I can see the juniors because I've still got a few of them there. But with the juniors, boys, you can't keep them all. But then the argument would be, but how can they afford Crichton? How can they afford all these other players? I don't know. I don't know what the Bulldogs are doing, bro. They haven't played finals since 2016. But buying all these fringe and solid NRL players is not going to give them success. If you want to buy success, go buy some quality players. I mean, let's be honest here. Jamin Salmon, what's he going to do? What a waste of money.
The Vidz signing.
What a waste of money.
He's not the answer.
Imagine trying to buy Jamin Salmon but let go of your captain for Tyler Mariner.
Yeah, I don't know what the thought process there is.
I don't understand what they're doing. I think the Bulldogs board and I think the whole club are just sick of not playing finals football. And they're at the point where they're like, you know what? We're just going to buy a few players and see if it turns it around. It's either you're rebuilding with your young juniors or you're not. It doesn't work both ways. Are you a rebuilding club or are you a club that's just going to go out and buy the best players? Like, which one is it?
Yeah, one thing I've also noticed about these all these deals they've made, these signings, they're all short-term deals, 1 year, 2 years. They're thinking that it'll be fixed short-term. I think this is a long-term project they need to fix the Bulldogs.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Now, I had a look at the Bulldogs' potential team for next season. Now, on paper, this is just on paper. You probably think it's a team that could finish 7th or 8th. But realistically, we all know they won't make the 8 next year. We all know they'll be about 11th or 12th. They'll probably go up a little bit, but they won't go up much.
Yeah, they'll rise a little bit. But they just
don't have the best players, and they just don't have the quality. They just don't. Now, listen, Matt Burton, terrific player, fantastic player. But I think it's proven that Matt Burton can't carry a team on his own. He needs more help.
Well, it's shown these last couple of years.
Yeah, but Burton's not a organising player. He's not someone that will put his hand up. He's not that type of player.
Matt Burton, for me, isn't even captain material.
No, he's not.
No.
He's just one of those players where you get him the ball when he wants it and he'll carve up.
Yeah,
and
the issues run far deeper at Canterbury.
Look, Toby Sexton and him have had a decent combination early on, but is that the long-term plan? No one really knows.
Nah, I reckon it's short-term, man. They're trying to fix something that they can't fix quickly.
It's a mystery.
Yeah, look, I'm confused with the Bulldogs. I have no idea what they're doing. I think they are buying a little bit of trying to buy some success, but I don't know. It'll be interesting how this all plans up. But buying Connor Watson, buying Jamin Salmon, buying Takiaho, it's not going to make them any better than what they currently are.
It's good signings, but it's not signings that's going to make them anything.
Yeah, exactly. It's good signings. It definitely is. But it's not going to make them go from fucking 15th straight up to
6th or something.
8th. Yeah. It ain't gonna happen.
And they've signed all these big names before, but they haven't really improved as much. So
they've only got
Pengai Jr. hasn't done shit at the Bulldogs.
Reid Marnie.
Reid Marnie has had a very miserable season. Ryan Sutton has just proved to be a waste of money.
Luke Thompson's injuries have
Luke Thompson's been injured. Kikau got injured. Addo Carr hasn't been the same since he left the Storm.
No, not at all.
Addo Carr's been good for the Bulldogs, don't get me wrong, but compared to what he was at Melbourne, he ain't the same player.
Yeah, the only player gets Addo Carr the ball's Burton. That's about it.
Yeah, that's it. If Matt Burton's on the field, he's not getting it. But anyway, we'll see what happens with the Bulldogs. Topic number 4. Some news out of Townsville today. The North Queensland Cowboys picked up the New Zealand Warriors outside back, VILIAMI VAILEA. Now, if
Yeah.
you're not familiar with VILIAMI VAILEA, he was playing right centre at the Warriors, and then he got dropped for a bit of discipline and form reasons, replaced by Rocco Berry, I think, or it might have even been Adam Pompey at some point. VILIAMI VAILEA is a right edge centre. He can play on the wing as well. He has signed with the Cowboys on a 2-year deal. He could potentially be replacing Peter Hiku next season. And VILIAMI could be pairing up with Sammy VILIAMI potentially. CJ, do you rate the signing of VILIAMI VAILEA?
Yeah, I do. I remember you've actually had a few good words on him these last few months, so I bet you'd be happy with this. Yeah, I think he deserves some game time at the Warriors. Every time he played at the Warriors, he's shown promise, and he's a bit of a try-scoring fanatic, VAILEA. So
He is.
I like this pickup for the Cowboys. I think it just strengthens their backline even more. You now have some young kid now that you can pair up with the likes of. You know, you look at the Cowboys backline already. You got players like Murray Talangi, Val Holmes, Scott Drinkwater. So he has that. You know, he has a lot of talent around him, and I think he's going to thrive at the Cowboys next year. So I really rate this pickup, and he really could be something special, VAILEA. I like it. I like it a lot.
His defence can't be as worse as Peter Hiku's. I mean, I know VAILEA's been playing New South Wales Cup, and some people will say he deserves to be down in New South Wales Cup, but guys, I've been watching this VILIAMI VAILEA kid for a little while now, and he is far too good for
You've
New
been
South
talking
Wales.
him up for a while. You must be happy with the signing.
I'm happy with the signing. He's an NRL standard player, and I think going to a team like the Cowboys, who have a lot of origin players, a lot of quality NRL players, I think it's going to work out really well. ProEnzo, what's your take on the pickup?
Yeah, look, I think for a while now, I've seen how good he's been as well. I think at the Warriors, for whatever reason, has been working. Why is that the case? I don't know. I mean, the Warriors do have a lot of centers and wingers, so I guess he was just behind all those other options. But look, for the Cowboys' sake, I think it'll be good. I think it will be good. I think, for me, I think he'll replace Hiku and just walk straight into his position once he goes to the Super League next year. And you know what I've realised recently is that the Cowboys are signing some actual, big framed outside backs like Simmons Ballamay's pretty big himself and is athletic, and VAILEA is an athletic player as well. So they're trying to sign some big, strong backs, and I think VAILEA is one of those players. So, I mean, if VAILEA and Valame are a combination next year, there could be a lot of points there. So, no, it's smart recruitment by the Cowboys.
We love taking players from the Warriors, don't we? Like,
Todd
Payton effect.
It's
The Todd
crazy.
Payton effect. We stole Tanua Brown.
Townsend.
We stole someone else, didn't we? VAILEA.
Townsend.
Yeah, Townsend, who was at the Warriors in that short term. We have stolen a few Warriors players. Who else are we going to steal? Are we going to steal Bunty? Is Bunty coming to the Cows? Is that
Bunty.
next?
He's on the outer, I think.
I don't know. But you watch. The next Forby sign will be from the Warriors. It'll just be typical.
Oh,
But-
maybe.
Yeah, it might be.
You know what?
Maybe, who knows?
I think this is a really good pickup for us. I think,
Yep.
He's not an established NRL center, but, we've seen enough of him at NRL level in the games he has played, and we've seen him what he's capable of doing. And the good thing is he is a right side player, so he'll fit straight into the team if he gets to start over Zach Laibard, who I think deserves the first crack. But there's some good depth there. There's some good contests there now for that right centre position next season.
Yeah,
Isn't
man.
Yeah, there
It's
is
a good headache
actually
to have.
is.
Lots of headaches, lots of good
Mate,
depth. But
Cowboys
2-year deal,
suck,
I think it's a great pickup.
Yeah, no, 100%. I agree.
You should be happy with it, bro, because your depth next year is great.
It's getting better. Anyway, let's move on to topic number 3. And fellas, the Jerome LUAI off-contract saga. We all know LUAI in 2025 could be at a new team. A lot of teams are going to pay $1 million to get Jarome Luai. We know this. Will he stay at Penrith? Who the hell knows? Can they afford him?
The mic.
Oh no, your mic again.
This cuts out one more time. This microphone.
Oh,
again.
no. Oh, what's going to
This is
happen?
disastrous now.
This microphone is worse than the Gold Coast Titans defense.
I mean, I guess that's a fair comparison. I mean,
Gee, that's a shit
it
mic.
just
though.
cuts down pretty easily.
I'm not touching the microphone ever again. I'm not even going to go near it.
No, you're gonna have to get a new one.
Yeah.
What is Jarome Luai worth? ProEnzo, what's he worth? And do you think he'll stay at Penrith or is he going to leave?
I think he'll stay. I think he loves Penrith and the club, and I think he's openly said that too. So I think he will end up staying there somehow, even though he's manager and he had a split or something. But yeah, he'll stay at Penrith, I reckon. What's he worth? To be honest, I reckon he's worth about 850K. I reckon. I think he's worth that much. Could be a little bit. Could be a little bit less. I don't know, but I think 850K is the one I'd go with. So yeah, around that estimate would be good.
Yeah. What do you reckon, CJ?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident he stays at Penrith. He's a junior. He's grew up in the area. It seems like he loves the club. Great mateship around the team. How much would I pay Jarome Luai? Probably around that 700,000, 800,000 bracket. He's definitely a good 5'8". There's no doubt about it. He's won 2 comps in a row. I wouldn't give him $1 million yet. Not yet. Maybe just 700 at the lowest, 850 at the highest.
I'm not sure how much money Penrith have got left in the cap. Cleary,
Not
$1
much,
million.
man.
Edwards is about to be offered 850,000. I don't
He'll
know.
take a pay cut, I think.
I think bottom 4, bottom 8 teams will offer Luai like $1 million without a doubt. Like, for example, West Tigers would offer Luai $1 million tomorrow.
Man, honestly,
Dragons.
Sharks go after him. Maybe Jets.
Dragons and Dogs, they would offer him $1 million for sure. And if you have a look at some of the rumours today, Penrith are trying to move on a few players because they want to re-sign Jarome Luai.
Yep. Tyrone Peachy will be
That's-
one of them.
Tyrone Peachy, Jamin Salmon. They're trying to move on a few more players so they can re-sign Luai. I understand that. For me, Jarome Luai is worth $800,000 a season.
Yeah, that's fair.
I wouldn't pay any more than that. I don't
That's a
think.
fair bracket.
800,000 is a good number. He's not the main guy at Penrith. It's Cleary. So
Yeah. Well,
I think for Luai to be the second fiddle, $800,000 a season. It's won 2 comps. Led Samoa to the World Cup final. He's played Origin. Luai's got the ability. He's definitely worth 800,000 for me. Would I pay him $1 million? Probably not. But if I was a team like the Tigers, they probably would as well.
yeah, that's fair, I think. If they want to.
Boys, I'll be honest with you. I can't see Luai leaving Penrith. I just can't see it.
I
Yeah,
can't
man,
imagine it, man. It just
Yeah.
I can't see
he
it.
suits what they do, man. He suits their style, the personality at Penrith. You know, that's a
Yeah,
lie. So I think.
It just makes sense. I just can't
Yeah.
see him leaving unless he wants to be a leader. He wants to be a man of his own. He wants to prove that he can do it without Nathan Cleary week in, week out. Maybe he goes to a Dragons or a Tigers and gets paid that $1 million and he plays number 7 and he leads one of those teams to a top 8 finish, maybe even a grand final appearance. Who the hell
Well,
knows?
Critter even said he'd be in his ear about the Dogs, so you never know.
Of course
I
he
think
would.
it's at Penrith. I think it's at Penrith.
But again, where are the Bulldogs getting the money from?
Well,
Yeah,
apparently
somewhere Gus is doing
they've
it.
taken it from Mr. Politis himself, by the looks of it.
If I'm Jarome Luai, I'm staying at Penrith.
He
I mean, he's
will.
already accomplished his
I mean,
accolades there.
Penrith have already lost Kikau, Crichton, Lenu. They're not going to lose Luai.
They're trying to let go of Salmon and Peachy so they can re-sign Luai for good money. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah,
fair.
fair enough.
That's what they're doing. It's fucking typical. But yeah, 800,000 for me, boys.
Yeah, that's a fair bracket, I reckon.
Topic number 2. Should Nico Hines have been suspended for his aggressive language to the referee on the weekend? Now, I heard this on the TV.
Yeah.
Nico Hines was fuming. Now, what happened was Hines threw a cutout ball to Sione Katoa. Katoa formally scored. The referee called it a forward pass. If you ask me, the pass was not forward, so it should have been a try. Nico Hines, I don't know what he said. He just, he must have said the F word, and he was so angry. And then the referee called him out, and he basically said to Nico, "You talk to me like that again, I'll sit you down in the sin bin." Nico Hines, should he have been suspended? Reece Walsh got suspended for saying something similar. I know Walsh's one was probably worse than what Nico's one was, but should he have been suspended, CJ?
I mean, apparently from everything I've heard, apparently he went free. That's 3 fucking times or something like that.
Yeah.
Look, if you just said 3 fucking times, I don't think that's suspension worthy. It's not really
basically saying there's 3 calls that cost the Sharks. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he is kind of questioning the refereeing, but I wouldn't suspend him because I don't think it's really too much. It's not really that bad, but again, I haven't heard the full audio. I'm just going off what I've seen and heard. I don't think it's suspension worthy, but I guess questioning the refs in this day and age does get you suspended, but I wouldn't have suspended him.
Well, Lorenzo, he basically blamed the referee for 3 calls that went against the Sharks. He was obviously very upset and frustrated. You can understand in the heat of the moment, players get angry and pissed off. Would you have suspended Nico, or would you have just move on?
Well, from what I believe, when Belinda Sharp called the forward pass as she's the touch line judge, apparently he approached her first and he gave her a mouthful, and then he went to Peter Goff after and questioned him about the calls made during the game. So I think it looks bad if he abused a female referee. That's what he did first. So that's probably why it's so serious what he's done. But I'd suspend him. Yeah, for sure. I think if he's I guess players have a right to be angry, and he does. And players obviously get frustrated and hate the moment. So it happens to everyone, but you can't swear at a referee. You can't, abuse them in any single way, even though they are frustrating sometimes. So, I'd still suspend him for a few weeks. But yeah, it's not a good look at him because he's a role model to everyone's eyes, and I guess for him to, to say the things he said to a referee is not good on him.
I have to say, I am very glad that he didn't get suspended.
Really?
Why is that?
He didn't swear at the referee. He didn't say, "Fuck me, cunt, fuck this." Yes, he may have pushed the boundaries a little bit, and he said that's 3 times now where you've had a dud call go against us. Look, if that's the worst he said, then 6 again, play on. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yes, it was, he pushed the boundaries, and maybe he regrets what he said, but you got to remember as well, it doesn't matter if you're a Shark supporter, Manly supporter, or you don't support either team. The pass wasn't forward. It wasn't even close to being a forward pass.
It was
forward. It was not even fucking close. The pass was so backwards, it was ridiculous. I've seen worse.
If anyone thinks it's forward, your eyes are painted on. You think it's forward.
So this reverts us back to the whole. I don't want to go back into it, but the whole Reece Walsh thing, how he got suspended. I guess it kind of sets bit of a platform, if you will, that if you swear or question any official, you get suspended. I don't even think
the Nico Hines one is even close to the Reece Walsh one.
I don't know what he said. Apparently, it was bad, but again, I wasn't there. I don't know what I.
Yeah, I don't know what he said either.
listen, if Nico Hines went off at Belinda Sharp,
Yeah,
fair
he did.
enough. Because Belinda
just wanna know
Sharp
what
is
he
as
said.
blind as a fucking shark. She
Well-
is fucking hopeless.
Belinda Sharp should say what he said, and then I think people can make the decisions from there on. Because would she
Belinda
not have an
Sharp is
audio?
one of the most
Would not she have a
useless fuck
microphone?
judges in the NRL.
Would
Got
she
the-
not have a microphone on her to?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
well,
all
she would,
got
yeah.
mics.
We should
Let's
hear
be
the
honest
audio.
here. Let's be
I'd
honest
like
here.
to hear the audio.
Belinda Sharp is hopeless. Every fucking male touch judge is hopeless. They're all fucking remote controlled statues. Look at them. They are fucking statues. No, that wasn't even a fault. It didn't even impact the game. Like, it had Manly won the game fair and square, in my opinion. Fair win for Manly. Good on them. But you can't tell me that pass was forward. That was absolute bullshit.
It's controversial.
I don't know. It wasn't. No.
Most obvious backwards I've ever fucking seen in my life. I have seen passes this year that have been worse than that have been playing on.
Yeah, well, that's
Unbelievable.
fine to me.
Oh, of course you would say it was forward.
It was no. What it was? Yeah,
Oh, come on.
it was. it was.
Boo. Manly bullshit. Here we go.
Well, if anyone disagrees, eyes are painted on. It's simple as that.
My eyes aren't painted on. My eyes are fucking here, ready to go.
But maybe they
No.
are painted on. Who knows?
Well, come on then. Nah.
Bring
Yeah,
the
well.
bring the forward pass technology in.
May as
Yeah,
well.
well, I've been saying for a while they need to troll it.
Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be easier.
I'm
to
not
get
saying
some
bring
views on
forward pass
conversation.
technology into NRL, but what I'm saying is, in the preseason next year, or at the end of the year when there's two shit teams playing each other that have no chance of.
Are we good? We good?
Yeah, you're right.
Fucking tell you what. In round 27, when two teams are playing each other that have no chance of playing finals, they should bring in forward pass technology, trial it out, and then give it another trial in the preseason next year. Why not?
Would be nice if they did that. It'd make
Yeah,
things a lot
look,
do it
more.
around 27.
Why not just trial it? I'm not saying bring it in the NRL and have it as a new rule, but at least give it a trial.
Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be
Nothing
nice.
to lose. Nothing
Why
to lose.
not? Honestly, why not? Topic number 1. Well, boys, the NRL Grand Final is staying in Sydney, but I have one minor concern. It might even be a major concern. It was only re-signed for one more year.
Oh, that doesn't
So,
look good.
Not good to
2025, the Grand Final could be moved to Melbourne, Perth,
will be,
Adelaide.
bro.
Melbourne, no.
God knows. Apparently, they want to do like a bid like they do with the Super Bowl. I fucking
I
hope not.
don't.
For me,
Don't.
listen, I live 2 hours from Suncorp Stadium. I would love it to be at Suncorp Stadium. But personally, the NRL Grand Final, its tradition is in Sydney at ANZ Stadium. It should never leave Accor Stadium, ever.
No.
Yeah.
But, CJ, do you think it should stay in Sydney forever, or do you think it should be moved?
Suits me. I only live like 30 minutes away from the stadium, but yeah, I'm actually going to buy grand final tickets the day they come out, so that way I don't miss out on Souths. Or if it's a neutral game, I'll just go for the enjoyment. Yeah, it should stay in Sydney. It's been like that for what? How long have they been doing it? A long time
Ages.
anyway. Yeah, it should stay at Accor Stadium. It usually packs out, and it's just such a big event. It has to be in Sydney. It would have such a weird feeling having it outside of Sydney. It just wouldn't feel the same.
Yeah.
If you're gonna switch it around, take it to Suncorp. That's the only stadium
That's the only ground.
I can vie acceptability with it. Other than that, it has to stay in Sydney for a long time, man. That's just how it goes in the NRL. Keep not this Super Bowl stuff. Keep it in Sydney, please.
I think the biggest problem with having it at Suncorp Stadium is they can only fit 52,000. Accor can fit 83. So you're denying about 30 to 29,000 fans.
Yeah, exactly.
So
more
for
capacity.
me, boys, it's got to stay at Accor forever. It should
Yep.
never move.
100%.
83,000 people. That's it. That's a great crowd.
Yeah,
Lorenzo?
it's not a Sydney bias. It's just traditions. How
Should the grand final be moved, or do you think it should always stay in Sydney?
Oh yeah, no, it should always stay in Sydney. I think like in Sydney, I think the grand final is their tradition, and Magic Round for Brisbane's their tradition. So I say
Exactly.
like, keep it like that. Don't move it around to other venues or other places in Australia. It just doesn't work for me. But yeah, look, it's always worked at a core, and it's always been a great sort of, I guess, a great time having the grand final in Sydney as always. So why change it if it was working in the first place? So yeah, no, it should stay in Sydney going forward.
Didn't even touch it.
There you go.
Yeah, you're right.
Didn't even touch the mic. He just cuts out. I wouldn't even mind if it went to Suncorp every 7 years. Once every 7 years, boys. Would you be okay with that?
I would.
Yeah, maybe.
I'd make the trip up sometimes if we were in it. I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, every 7 years, maybe have it in Brisbane. I don't know. But for me, it's got to stay in Sydney. It can't go to Melbourne. You're competing with the AFL, which is never a never a good idea.
Melbourne will work. Fuck Melbourne.
Perth can go fuck itself. Adelaide can go fuck itself. America can go fuck itself. They all can. Stay in. It's either ANZ Stadium or it's Suncorp Stadium.
Yep.
Now I know people are going to say, "Oh, but the MCG can fit 100,000." I don't care. The main game in Melbourne is AFL, not rugby league. So I think having it in Melbourne would be horrible.
You're not selling the MCG out on AFL Grand Final week if we have one.
Not a chance.
No way.
Even a week later, you wouldn't sell it out because they'll still all be drunk from the AFL Grand Final.
There's zero chance. No.
Melbourne.
ANZ Stadium, that's it. ANZ, if it goes to Suncorp for a year, then so be it.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah. All right, boys. It's time.
The final game.
Yeah.
Breakdown podcast game show. CJ and Lorenzo for the final time as co-host. Obviously, CJ will come back on as a guest from time to time, but this is CJ's last appearance as a co-host against the great ProEnzo Vidz, who is one of the most dominant breakdown podcast game show winners of all time.
Some great clashes. Let's hope this one's
we have. Yeah.
Now, I sent an email to Barbara this afternoon, actually, about CJ's resignation to the podcast. And,
she's felt
let's just say Barbara was very upset. She is a big East supporter. She's a Roosters fan.
Oh, what the fuck?
And, she's got a bit of a grudge against you, CJ. So the odds from Nick Bet and Barbara, well, let's just say she wasn't nice. The odds via Nick Bet. ProEnzo is at $3. $3. CJ Moxley is at $669 odds.
What not even the Tigers get these odds, man. What the
CJ is getting huge odds.
That's rough.
Will in the chat. It was an announcement at the start of the show. So CJ's departing tonight. This is his last show. $669 for CJ. Great value.
Jeez. All right, Barbara.
Well, I think CJ will be up for this one. So
look, I just got to do my best.
Look out. Righto. Let's get into it. You boys ready?
Yeah.
Yep. We're ready to go.
If my mic cuts out, I'm just going to ask a new question.
That'd be annoying.
It will be very annoying. All right, let's go. Question number 1. Fellas, tomorrow night in the Broncos and Roosters game, who is the other second rower? Not Capewell. Who's the other one?
Is it Willison?
Hang on. Who was first?
Lorenzo can go first.
I said Sia Wong.
For the Broncos?
Oh, what? No.
I said Xavier Willison. Is that
both
correct?
wrong?
Pat Carrigan.
Yeah, well done.
Second, yeah. Oh, yeah, he
remember
got
that,
moved to an
yeah.
edge, didn't he?
Carrigan's wearing number 13, but he is playing second row tomorrow night. So
That's right. Yeah.
nice one. ProEnzo with a really fast start.
1-0.
Yeah, I remember seeing it today.
Okay, good memory. Good one. All right. Also, if anyone in the chat reveals the answers to the questions,
get
you will be
banned.
banned for 5 minutes. You do it again, you get blocked.
Sick of that.
Simple.
Yeah, don't reveal
Simple.
answers.
All right. Next question, fellas. This weekend in the Titans versus Cowboys game,
Oh, jeez.
up on the Gold Coast, who was jersey number 15 for the Cowboys?
Is it
Jack Kazeski?
Incorrect. CJ.
is it Tanul Brown?
Well done. 1-1.
No,
1-1.
good one.
I was about to say
JTB.
Granville. I was about to say Granville. Luckily, I changed. 1-1.
Fuck that.
Oh. I'm done with it, boys. I'm gonna throw it. Fucking throw it.
This is the last podcast of that Mike.
Yeah, fucking
course.
oath.
Surely.
Definitely. All right, 1-1. Next question, fellas. This weekend in the Bulldogs and Dolphins game up at Bundaberg, who is wearing jersey number 4 for the Dogs?
Blake Wilson?
Incorrect.
Paul Alamotti.
Incorrect.
Jersey
CJ.
4. Gerald Skelton?
Incorrect. ProEnzo.
What the
Jacob Kiraz.
Incorrect.
What?
CJ.
For the Dogs?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't even... They're centers. It's not Hayes Perham, is it?
Incorrect. Lorenzo.
Oh, what? I saw the
Jacob
team
Villa?
this
Incorrect.
I
CJ.
saw this...
Oh, I know this. Come on.
Oh, what's his fucking name? It's Oh, I can't even remember. Jeez.
It's-
Would you
it's
like
not,
a hint?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. The hint is he is indigenous.
Ethan Quiet Ward.
Incorrect.
He's indigenous. A Bulldogs backline player who's indigenous.
You can't
Brayden
go
Burke.
yet.
Oh, I don't even fucking know.
Yeah. New question because Lorenzo just said it when it wasn't his turn. It was
Oh,
Brayden
what? I
Burns.
thought
Oh,
you
who
could
was
say
it?
whatever you want.
When it's
Was
like
it
when
Brayden
it's 3 or
Burns,
4 of
wasn't
us, yeah. But when it's 1-on-1, no.
Wait, was it Burns, was it?
Yeah, it was
Yes,
Burns.
Burns.
Fucking hell. How do I know?
How did you not get it, CJ? It was from South.
Because he does nothing.
It does nothing. What the fuck?
I was going to say Declan Casey, man. Fuck.
All right, next question. Next question. Here we go. All right. This weekend in the Panthers and Sharks game, who's jersey number 19 for the Panthers?
Liam Cole?
Who?
Liam Cole.
No.
Maverick
Enzo.
Geyer.
Maverick Guy is incorrect.
Jersey 19. Is it
Yeah,
Jack Cogger?
incorrect.
Matt Eisenhuth.
He's on the bench, but that's incorrect.
Is it the weak gutted dog?
Incorrect.
Oh, man. this is
Tom
bad.
Jenkins.
Incorrect.
Is it Tyrone Peachy?
Incorrect. You want a hint?
Yeah,
Yeah.
geez, I'm bad at this. Fuck.
He's a forward.
Lindsay Smith.
Incorrect.
He's a forward.
Lorenzo.
I don't know.
You know him, boys. You know him.
Yeah, come on.
He's played plenty of NRL.
Oh, I know, but I'm just trying to think.
I don't know.
This is
Scott
bad.
Sorensen. I don't know.
No. CJ.
Is it? It's not Lenu, is it? No, because he's out.
Last hint. He scored a try last week.
Oh, what the
What? Isaiah Yo. No.
No.
Oh,
Oh,
believe
we're
it,
going to
can't
feel
believe it.
stupid after this.
come on.
I feel dumb already.
Last week, boys, he scored a try off a beautiful ball.
Lindsay. It's not Lindsay Smith.
No.
This is bad, boys. If we
I
can't
want a
win
new
this-
question.
So,
Come on.
yeah, I don't know.
I'm trying to think his name is
Luke Garner.
Luke Garner.
Oh, I forgot he
how
even
did I think of
existed,
that?
man.
How?
Look, I
Embarrassing.
know they played the Bulldogs last week, but come on.
I don't know.
All right, new question.
They scored too much, mate.
All right. Tomorrow night, it is the Broncos versus the Roosters. Last time they played, who was the first try scorer?
Oh,
Did
And they were at the Roosters.
Did they play this year earlier, or
No.
was it Suwali'i?
Hang on. Sorry, bro. My phone decided to shit the bed. Who'd you say?
I said Suwali.
Oh, no. Sorry. I'm going to ask the question again. It was Broncos Roosters last year. The Roosters won the game 24-20. First try scorer was from the Broncos.
Corey Oates. Didn't he score a hat trick or something?
Correct.
And they ended up blowing the game, didn't they?
Roosters won 24-20, yeah.
Yeah.
Right,
they blew
my
the
phone is
game.
so fucking
Yeah,
dead.
that's-
I'm not even touching the mic and it just cuts out. I do apologise.
Jesus.
All right, 2-1. All right, here we go.
That's Junior.
Can CJ finish it here?
Oh,
He might, to be honest.
All right. Fellas, in round 1 of the NRL this season, the Cowboys beat the Raiders 19-18. In that game, who was the first try scorer?
Jack
And
White.
it was a Cowboys player. Who was the first try scorer?
Townsend.
Wrong. Lorenzo.
Kyle Felt.
Kyle Felt.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Drinkwater.
Wrong.
Tom Dearden.
Wrong.
Nenai. It was Nenai.
Wrong.
Wait, Cowboys Raiders round 1. Talangi.
Yep. Winner.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, look. It's good to end off on a long
CJ wins the final
last
game.
game show. No, it's been good against Mindorenzo. Good to get the final win, but it's been a great competition between us both the last few months.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, good game.
Good game. And
I just read the right Pat. Hainsey, no, the question was Broncos Roosters, the game when Roosters won 24-20, and first try scorer of that game was Corey Oates in the 18th minute.
wait,
Just-
who do you say?
Oh, he was talking about the other game when Momorowski scored
Oh.
first.
I have no idea who it was.
That's all right, because I changed the question because I got confused, but all good. All right, let's get into the round of footy, the
Yep,
preview. Round 22 of the NRL. It's another big round of footy. Let's begin. You know what, boys? Let's just go in the tips, and all I want is 1 to 12 or 13 plus. Let's go. Tomorrow night, Broncos, Roosters. Who you got, fellas?
Broncos 1 to 12.
Okay. CJ.
Yeah, Broncos 1 to 12. They'll get it done.
Yeah, I'll go Broncos 1 to 12 as well. I think it'll actually be a really close game. I think Roosters are a chance, but I'm going to go the Broncos 1 to 12 as well. Friday night, 6 o'clock from beautiful Tamworth, which is sold out, by the way. Tigers and Souths.
Yeah, look, South's 13 plus.
Yeah.
South 13 plus. Let's go.
I'm going Souths 20 plus. Big win for Souths.
I'll take it.
Friday night at Marvel Stadium in Melbourne, we got the Storm and the Eels, fellas.
Storm 1 to 12.
Melbourne 1 to 12.
I'm going Parramatta 13 plus.
Ooh.
I reckon Parramatta are going to have a big win on Friday night. I reckon they're going to give it to Melbourne.
Wow.
I really do.
Interesting.
But we'll see. Super Saturday from Canberra at GRO Stadium. Raiders and the Knights. This is a good game.
Upset. Knights 1 to 12.
Okay.
I'm with you. Newcastle 1 to 12.
I'm going to go Canberra at home 1 to 12. I think it'll be really tight. Canberra to win just. Saturday, 5:30 from Wynn Stadium in Wollongong. Dragons, Manly. Daly Cherry Evans' 300th game. Lorenzo will be there, obviously. Obviously, you're going to back the boys, Lorenzo. Manly to win.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to miss this game for the world. DC's 300th, so yeah, I'll back Manly 1-12.
Yeah.
Yep, DC's 300th. Now, I know Manly do have a hoodoo down there, but I am going to tip them. Manly 1-12. Yeah, they'll get up for Cherry.
I'm going to go Manly 1-12 as well, but gee whiz. The Dragons have got nothing to play for, really, except to try to avoid the wooden spoon. It'd be close, but Manly 1-12.
Yeah, be close.
Saturday night, 7:30 from Penrith. Panthers, Sharks.
Yeah, Panthers 13+.
Yeah.
I would be excited about this game probably a month ago, but yeah, Penrith 13+.
I'll go Panthers 13+ as well, but I think it'll be fairly close for the most part. Panthers 13+, but only a small 13+. Sharks will be up, but they'll get beat. Panthers to win.
Fair enough.
Sunday footy, 2:00 game from Bundaberg. This should be interesting. The Bulldogs and the Dolphins.
Yeah.
First time ever these two sides playing each other as well. Who do you like in this one, boys?
For me, Dolphins 1-12.
Yeah.
They're my specials of the round. I'm going Bulldogs 1-12. I reckon they'll snag a win here.
I'm going to go the Dolphins 13+. I think they'll be too good for the Bulldogs. And yeah, fins up in that one. And the final game, Sunday afternoon, 4:00, Seabus Super Stadium on the Gold Coast. I will be in attendance with the King and Warriors Fanatics. It is the Gold Coast Titan Failures up against the North Queensland Cowboys. Cowboys 13+. Get around it.
I'll tip Cowboys, but not 13+. I reckon 1-12.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I've gone Cowboys 13+. Yep, they'll get it done. They should get it done convincingly.
Cowboys by fucking 40. If we show up, it could be anything. Could be anything. If we show up, it could be 50. Who knows? But anyway.
Will it be sold out?
It won't be sold out. They might get. I think what they had about 15,000. I think it was for Titans
not
and
bad.
It's okay.
Titans and
It's not a
Roosters.
bad crowd.
No, there'll probably be more at Titans Cowboys
Fair
because of the
enough.
Queensland Derby. I've been speaking to a few Cowboys supporters actually, and there's going to be a lot of them there in the
I bet it's a Queensland Derby.
in the Cowboys Bay and the general admission, but
That's
because
good then.
there's a lot of Cowboys fans that are going to be sitting in the general admission too. I found out, so
Yeah, I bet.
it's going to be good. The general admission will be the Cowboys Bay basically.
Yeah, wow.
Fair enough.
Should be good. Should be good. But boys, thank you for another great podcast and farewell to CJ. This is sad.
Oh,
Nah, thanks, boys. It's been a great run, and I'll be watching every week. Don't worry. Thanks for having me on, boys. I love the show, and I thank you both for letting me have this opportunity.
yeah, no worries, bro. You've been a good
And,
asset to the show.
I'll see you boys hopefully soon, in person. And
Thank you very much,
we
CJ.
still
Thank
chat
you very
every
much.
day, so it's not a farewell between us, just a farewell on the show. So take care, boys, and good luck to both your teams this year. And
Thank you
the
very
Breakdown
much,
podcast,
CJ.
mate.
We all love you, and anyone in the live chat loves you as well. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching the podcast. Episode number 96 all wrapped up. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night, and I will see you guys in the next one. As always, like and subscribe to the channel, and see you guys later.